And a very good evening to you. I'm Sophie Cambridge with this Sunday, November 19th edition of the CBC Evening News. In our top story tonight, Barbados is being told about the potential of attracting heavy tourist traffic from West Africa. But it will only work if direct flights become available. That's the view of Gail Albert, the owner of a UK-based travel company called All Aboard Ship Ahoy. She was speaking after arriving at the Granny Adams International Airport with 80 Ghanaians.
The 80 Ghanaians are in Barbados for businessman Emmanuel Ade's 55th birthday celebrations. Organizer Gail Albert says the island is special as she spent her formative years here. She believes that direct flights will attract more West Africans to our shores.
They're becoming superpowers now. They have lots of people who love to enjoy themselves. They spend lots of money in Dubai, Singapore and places like that. But it's a relationship that we need to build. And hopefully I'm trying to build that relationship for us.
Well, several activities have been planned for the group's 5-day stay. And many of Mr. Ade's friends, including musician Amar Pino, are excited to be finally in Barbados.
When I saw the brothers at the airport, they just look like Ghanaians for me. So I feel like I'm home anyway. So excited, looking forward for the music and everything. So start.
So what can we expect from the band?
Oh, this band, it's been in existence for more than 25 years. We keep running around the place from the US and now based in the UK. So it's a very versatile band. We will expect fireworks. We do everything and anything from reggae music to African music.
We all know each other. So you just imagine where we're going to have a fantastic time. Yeah, you know, so I'm so happy to come to Barbados as well. It's my first day of coming to Barbados.
We are going to be present in the morning line because this guy is a great guy. He has done you know, so much.
And this is something we've been waiting for a whole year. You know, we used to say Barbados, here we go, but now Barbados, we are here.
Each day, the contingent will observe a special dress code, and the celebrations will end on Tuesday. Lisa Lord, CBC News.
Thanks so much, Lisa. Well, Minister of Transport and Works Michael Lashley is worried about a growing wave of what he calls disrespect for authority by some Barbadians. He made the comments during a church service at the Sanctuary Empowerment Centre to commemorate the Day of Remembrance for Victims of Road Fatalities. The minister pointed to the recently introduced Road Traffic Amendment Bill 2017, which is designed, he noted, to make the roads safer. He says it comes at a time when many Barbadians are disregarding the country's laws.
I'm seeing the creation now of a Barbadian that believes that he can disrespect authority, disrespect the institutions that we have built so far, disrespect values and principles inspiring our Constitution, and values that we were taught by not only by the church, but the schools and families and persons in the community, and that it is all well and fine, that there's no law, there's nobody that can stop them, that I can do it, and if you say anything to me, you're wrong.
Well, Minister Lashley has highlighted at least one traffic law which he believes is not being properly observed.
On our law books, we have many laws. And for one instance, the Road Traffic Act, in its present form, rule out the playing of music on public service vehicles. I'm sure if you go into certain places, I don't want to say anybody because, you know, tomorrow you might end up on like a departure or so on and things. So I like to be very, very, very cautious in what I say. But I speak in the truth because there is a law. It means that we have to enforce these laws.
In other news, the Ministry of Education is looking more closely at teaching Chinese in schools across Barbados. That's the word from Education Minister Ronald Jones. He was speaking during the Chinese Ambassadors Award ceremony, where 4 students were congratulated for their performance in the Confucius Institute's Chinese language course earlier this year. Minister Jones says the decision to consider placing Chinese on the school curriculum comes amid the growing popularity of the language.
In the Ministry of Education, we're going to have to do a little relooking of how we are going to deliver the languages to our citizens and to our young citizens. That doesn't say we're going to say not Spanish, because a lot of our neighbors speak Spanish, and therefore we have to have that facility to communicate with them. And we have a few neighbors in the region who also speak French. So we will continue that agenda, but most definitely Mandarin will be a major part of that foreign language agenda.
And Chargé d'Affaires at the Chinese Embassy in Barbados, Zhu Ji, congratulated the awardees for their performance. He also highlighted a number of initiatives that show the growth of the language not only here in Barbados, but across the region.
More exciting, the Caribbean Examination Council has officially listed Chinese as one of the optional foreign language courses in the middle school across the Caribbean region. And soon, Chinese will be the first taught in pilot schools in Barbados. My best wishes for more flourishing Chinese learning and teaching in Barbados are bound to come true, with the unswerving dedication from the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the UVI KFKO campus.
Well, the spotlight is on the state of journalism in Barbados. We'll have that story and more when we return.
Community Files.
The final town hall meeting to mark activities during Crime Awareness Month takes place on Wednesday, November 22nd at the Queen's Park Steel Shed, the city at 7 p.m. The topic for discussion will be culture and its impact on violence. Panelists include entertainer Eric Lewis, program manager at Starcom Network Inc., Ronald Clark, radio personality and songwriter Patrick Salt Bellamy, and music teacher, composer, and pianist Roger Gittins. The moderator for the evening is Corey Lane. All are invited.
The People's Business gets to the heart of the matter every Sunday at 8:05 p.m. Call us live at 228-5562 or 228-5563 or email us at talk@cbc.bb to share your questions or comments and to be part of the live discussion. That's The People's Business, Sundays at 8:05 p.m. on CBC TV8. The People's Business is made possible by our partners, Solar Dynamics, the most efficient energy systems.
God knows what he was doing when he put Independence Day on Thursday, because he don't plan to stand in his house. Me and the two grands going down Pirate School for Q-Fest. Them going in the kids zone with them jumping tents and them things so. And I going to line dance and have some fun playing games. Don't worry, I still able. I making sure we belly full cause all sort of food both there. And then going back home cause you see, I got to change and put on my good dress for the dance at Blue Moon. And the $10, can't forget the $10 to get in. Cute kids, cute in the community, and a cute dance. Cute good for me.
Well, there's a view that the face of journalism in Barbados has changed, and not for the better. It's coming from lecturer in journalism and former newspaper editor with The Nation newspaper, Roy Morris. Speaking during CBC's Walter Point 2 radio show, Mr. Morris said news media organizations are losing the public's trust. He explained that a large part of the problem is that modern journalists are unable to specialize in specific areas.
Today, I think a large part of the problem is because newsrooms are so small, but they're covering such a much larger area each day that people are stretched thin, and you're running from one type of assignment to another. You don't have the opportunities to remain grounded in a specific area and build a reputation in that area where people see you as being an expert, quote unquote, in that area.
Well, Mr. Morris says simple things which may have been ignored in the past are now held up to public scrutiny. He says this is even more evident at election time.
When I say to reporters, look, it's election time, don't even contemplate putting a sticker of a party on your vehicle, a bumper sticker on your vehicle. You have to understand, to you it may just be a sticker, but when people see you, it has an impact on how they think about the views that you put out, the stories that you put out. When you go to a political meeting and somebody cracks a joke and you break out in raucous laughter, to you it may just be a joke, but people are watching. Oh yeah, I see. That is why he writes the way he does. That is why she makes that point. And there are things like that that we don't recognize often in the profession, but they do help to erode.
Well, local artists are being told to embrace the use of technology to market their work. The advice is coming from Acting Culture Minister Senator Harry Husbands. He was speaking during the inaugural Evening of the Arts at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre. It's a new program that's been added to the NIFCA calendar and designed to celebrate the accomplishment of artists participating in this month's festival. Senator Husbands believes digital technology can be used to reach an ever-shrinking global marketplace.
How many of you exhibitors are marketing your work or utilizing the available social media as an online virtual gallery? This opportunity exists to market to audiences within an instant, from your mobile devices to theirs, through social media marketing. Such opportunities will vastly open up the audiences to your work, audiences that would certainly be impressed by your work being awarded nationally in fora such as NIFCA. The internet provides many opportunities as well for our writers, with the introduction of e-publishing. Modern writers are facilitated in getting their work to market without the burdensome costs of traditional printing, warehousing, and distribution.
Well, the sports news is up next with Anne-Marie Burke.